Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me today as we listen to the second part of the Easter story. So last time we saw Jesus having his last meal with his friends and then going to the Garden of Gethsemane where he was betrayed by one of his friends. He was taken by the authorities and accused of insurrection, inciting people, even though the authorities did not condemn him. He was condemned by the crowds and ended up in our last part of the story hanging on a cross next to two criminals. So we return to our story now. The death and resurrection of Jesus. And this is taken from Matthew 27 to 28 and Luke 23 to 24. And this is being read from the Unofficial New Testament for Minecrafters, the Bible told block by block, which is my daughter's. By this time it was afternoon, and darkness fell across the whole land. The light from the sun was gone, and then Jesus cried out, and with those words he breathed his last living breath. Father, I entrust my spirit into your hands. One of the members of the High Council was a good man named Joseph. He had not agreed with the decision of the other religious leaders. He wanted Jesus' body to be treated with respect. So he went to Pilate and asked for it. Then Joseph wrapped the body in a long sheet of linen cloth and laid it in a new tomb that had been carved out of rock. By nightfall, Jesus' body had been placed inside and the tomb had been sealed. And now soldiers stood guard. Very early on Sunday morning, Mary, Jesus' mother, and Mary Magdalene took the spices they had prepared and went to the tomb. They were very surprised to find that the stone had been rolled away from the tomb. When they entered, they could not see Jesus' body. He's gone. All that's left is his white cloth. How did that happen? Suddenly, two men in dazzling white clothes stood in front of them. He is not here. He is alive. Go and tell his disciples. How exciting. The women rushed to tell the disciples all that they had seen. It's true, Jesus has risen from the dead. Yeah, right, said the men. Peter ran to the tomb and saw that it was empty, except for the white linen cloth. Peter returned to the other disciples, amazed at what had happened. How exciting. Thank you for listening to the Easter story with me. So I'll look forward to reading the next instalment, which is Jesus ascending into heaven. But for now, wherever you are, thank you for joining me and have a blessed Easter. Try not to eat too much chocolate. Take care. Capitano.